Good morning, everyone. It's November the 19th, 2023 today. It's a beautiful day outside, but cold. But today I wanted to elaborate a little more on my last video there, confronting Julie's video. There's more to the story than I actually put down there, and I want to explain a little bit more why I actually decided to confront her. Not all the bullies, as I said, that I confront, but this one in particular. This girl that she went to school with in high school, Julie was explaining to me, well, she used to bully in school, but it's so much worse now. But you'll see by the interesting title I put up, I'm going to explain why I call it a hit and run with her. She is very fortunate, or at least she's certainly more fortunate than the ones that are living on the streets today, the homeless, because she's not actually fully homeless. She actually has an apartment. She does it her way, and how she bullies is an interesting way, and that's why I call it a hit and run. It's because we live in the province of Ontario. We live next door to the province of Quebec, and we have a river separating us, and I've often talked about the bridges across the river. Well, she lives on the Quebec side, so it's very easy for her just to come across the bridge, one of our bridges here, to get into the Ontario side. So when she comes into Ottawa from Holler-Gatineau, wherever she lives on that side, she comes in just to deliberately bully our people, our homeless here. Yeah, she seems to be on some kind of a power trip. Now I also recognize her background too. There's probably a lot of mental health issues that she needs to resolve, but she's taking all this out on the other homeless people, and in a way making a mockery out of them because they're struggling on our side of the border. We're seeing they need food, they need shelter. There's so many demands, winter clothing, everything. Well, in her case, she is a real troublemaker coming in, and she needs to be put in her place. So it was time for someone to stand up and put her in her place, because it was not only Julie that was getting bullied, it was everyone else. There was other people I know who were on the streets that were being bullied by her too and terrorized from her, and she needed to be put in her place. So I'm also glad that sometimes, like at least the mission stood up for Julie when they tried to break up the fight, but they don't always break up this bullying when they should be. And it resulted in that day, as I stated on the video, and Julie stated, that a butter knife was pulled on her. And this is what's happening with our most vulnerable down here, is because she's contributing to the reason why we're having knives, people carrying knives, and more of the homeless, and even some of the residents are seriously considering it too at times. But I think it's very important that people understand that when you get these bullies coming in, they're the part of the problem. This is why the other homeless people are so helpless against these bullies who are on these power trips or whatever, that they can't protect themselves from them. They don't know how to stand up from a bully. And I understand that too, because coming from 40 years of domestic abuse too, it's the abuser knows how to do a lot of bullying. And I've gone through a lot of bullying, and thanks to my YouTube channel now and taking time to heal, I'm now able to come out, and I've got my voice, and Julie's getting her voice, so she's able to pretty much stand up now to the bullies where she couldn't stand up before. But this was a situation where I felt that it was much better that not only Julie, someone else had to step up and definitely identify the situation here and give a hand. That's one of the things I always try to explain to people. I know we've always had good Samaritans and that, but when people see other people being bullied or put down, someone needs to step in, because that is one of the worst ways to put people down, is to put their self-esteem right down to the bottom. And the people who are homeless have absolutely no self-esteem. And we need to boost them up. And if we see bullies, yes, we need to put them in their place. And I realize we've had good Samaritans that have got hurt trying to help people, but it's still the best way to show the bully. Now, it's really good, as I said, because we have the electronics today. Whatever she wants to pull is going to be recorded. Hopefully this woman decides to get the help that she needs. I sincerely hope so. I don't hate the woman. I realize where she's coming from. But it was a matter of being able to put her in her place and try and get some order down here so other people who are being bullied by her are no longer afraid. And as for the mission, and so she doesn't use her shelters exactly, but if she's coming in to use our day services here, I think it's best that when they see this, and they really need to ban them, literally, from, say, the mission, for example, where the incident happened here. She needs to be banned. They need to have a photo of her. She needs to be banned for a good lengthy time. And if we have to, ban her from all the shelters and all the day services we have here, so that she cannot come in and bully. Because she does live on the Quebec side. There are services there available for her as well. So I do not feel sorry for her at all. But I just wanted to explain a little bit further about this woman. Just how she's doing these hit and runs. So what she does is she comes in from the Quebec side, does a hit and run, and then when she gets into trouble on our side, no problem. She goes back to the Quebec side for 3 or 4 weeks. When she thinks the coast is clear, she comes back and she starts up all over again. So I think this is one of the things that we need to look at. And one of the things that, by banning her, I think it would be a form of tough love. And due to the mental health crisis and that too, I think we have to find ways to use some tough love with her. And I think that's what I'm putting in. And if she wants to communicate, she wants to cause more trouble, then let's see what we can help. Because the more I can get on the video, perhaps down the road we will be able to help her. But she hasn't gotten in contact with me just yet. So how often she's on the YouTube, I have no idea. But let's all pray for her. Let's all hope she seeks the mental health problems and gets help for the problems that she's having to face, and she realizes it. Because the only other way around is we all have to band around the ones that she's bullying right now. Give her some tough love and try and push her into getting the help that she needs. So again, I just wanted to explain a little bit further today. And thank you everyone for listening again. You be safe, watch your surroundings, and be good to your neighbors and other people around you. As I'll quote from the Bible, love thy neighbor. Love thy neighbor. Sorry. I just wanted to make sure that was clear. And thank you everyone for listening. And we'll talk to you again soon. And have a great day. And see you later. Bye-bye.